I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. I am basically never speechless. You can ask anyone that's ever known me. I've always had something to say. I'm a regular loquacious blabbermouth, okay? I never run out of thoughts to share, and that is multiplied by 1,000 whenever I want to talk about Tolkien or anything that I find nerdy. I'm wearing a straight out of Valinor t-shirt, like, for Pete's sake.
Come on, man!
Never in my life have I ever been at a complete loss of words. I'm completely dumbstruck at what I've seen on screen. Believe me when I say that episode 5 of The Rings of Prime is the worst one yet.
I'm too old for this shit.
How is this possible? Let me show you. I almost forgot we gotta go through the positive of the episode. Yada yada, pretty visuals, nice ships, cool CGI, really cool stuff. Same junk, different store. Let's get back to the garbage dump. This episode now completes the deranged, impotent, revolting, pus-filled circle of lunacy that is the Rings of Power.
Full freaking circle.
There's no way of recovering from the absolute idiocy that was hastily sewn together to render something that barely resembles a cohesive thought. Never has the world of J.R.R. Tolkien been so disrespected, so cheapened, so horribly represented just to make a quick buck. It is now perfectly clear how dishonest J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay have been. This is not Tolkien, and here is why. In episode 5, one of the main focuses is on the storyline of Elrond and Durin and Gil-galad. They are now discussing the alliance between these two peoples. There's a lot of intrigue and build up towards this like dinner happening, and we've been kind of waiting for it this whole time, I might add. Then this happens.
Shipping off its warriors, expanding its cities.
Bit southern for elves, no? Typically takes you people weeks just to decide to take a ship. Just to decide to take a ship. Just to decide to take a ship. Just to decide to take a ship.
What the actual f*** was that?
This literally happens. This actually happens. Are you flipping kidding me?
Really?
It is official, people. We now have poop jokes in Middle-earth. All of the grandeur, all of the magnificence and the splendor, and all of the power in Tolkien's writing was torn down in 1 second. In one line, even.
That shit!
Are you absolutely serious? I challenge you. I blood oath, gun to the head, knife to the throat, defy you to show me one line or jot or tittle in all of Tolkien's writing to show me even one minuscule example of Tolkien resorting to bathroom humor in any of his writing.
You can't handle the truth!
J.D. Pigface and Pedophile McKay have now ripped Tolkien down to their level. Literal shit humor. Tolkien's writing was pragmatic, poetic, and anything but shallow. He was able to fashion a world of greatness and majesty, and a world that deserves the respect of every person that dare add to it. And all of it was shredded to its last atom by two morons with literally zero talent or passion.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell!
Yes, the Hobbit movies also delved into the absurdity of something similar, but I have criticized them for making a stupid decision just as much as I am here. Modern, perverted, and trivial 2022 humor, and bathroom humor at that, has positively no place in Middle-earth. It is out of place. It is stupid, it is insolent, it is disrespectful, and it reveals to us how completely out of touch with Tolkien's writing these idiots are.
You idiots!
You guys are light years away from the power and masterpiece put down by Tolkien. Am I overreacting to this?
No.
Hell no. I've been rereading Lord of the Rings. I just finished chapter 2 in The Fellowship of the Ring, and I'm currently reading about how Frodo is leaving the Shire and selling all of that he owns in order to do so. Before that chapter, in chapter 2, Gandalf gives a long speech relating the story of the origins of the One Ring. It is an epic discourse that really shows the abilities of its author. And do you know how completely out of place and austere it would be if Gandalf just told Frodo that he had the best dump of his life after dinner? Hello, Frodo. Let me tell you about this ring, but first you must know that I had one of the greatest Lincoln logs of my entire existence. Thanks, Gandalf, for telling me that. Anyway, back to business. Yeah, it sticks out in the books, and it sticks out in any part of all of Arda. You completely diluted, asinine, ignoramus, bitch-ass nincompoops.
You greenhorn, you block-headed jackass, you nincompoop.
Now, I'm not saying that I hate that kind of humor. I don't. I'm an adult child. Most of my humor is in the same vein. And in the right context, it can be some of the funniest humor in the world.
He's a spy, blow him up. I'm gonna go take a shit.
But there are things that I repress myself from saying or doing because it would be completely disrespectful. Yes, and Tolkien is at the top of that list. No piece of fantasy literature deserves more respect. Moving on. Man, I seriously might need a break halfway through this. We'll see. There is so much crap that I'm just sifting through right now.
Everything hurts, and I'm dying.
The rubbish just continues. No, it does not get any better. We're on a downward spiral, never to see the light of day again. Next, Gil Goober tells not Elrond all about what he calls the Songs of the Roots of Hithelgulr. For those of you that don't know, Hithelgulr is the Sindarin name for the Misty Mountains. Gil Goober then tells not Elrond to recount to him the legend. It details the origins of where Mithril comes from, that an elf and a Balrog had a big fighty over a tree that had a Silmaril light in it, and it got struck by lightning, creating Mithril. Sounds kind of interesting, huh? Only one slight hiccup. It didn't happen.
What? What?
Tolkien doesn't give a direct origin for the mythical substance of Mithril. He basically just props it up as the ore mined in Moria that happens to be both light and durable. Used in armor and jewelry. It is the most valuable mineral on Middle-earth because of its usefulness. But guess what? It's not vibranium! J.D. Dipass and Patrick Nitwit have decided to turn Mithril into the ultimate ex machina. Its light never dims. As a result, it will cure the elves of darkness so they don't lose their immortality. Flipping what?
What the what?
Are you stupid? You know that vibranium was way cooler in Captain America: The First Avenger because it was simple and it made sense. It can disperse any vibrations, making it basically indestructible. Then the absolute car crash of a movie, Black Panther, came out and turned it into the technology that ran the cities, medicine, weapon mechanisms, basically magic. Vibranium just does whatever the plot needs it to now. It was so dumb then, and it's dumb now. Mithril will cure the elves because it's really bright. There is so much wrong with that, okay? First of all, do you know how many times there has been darkness in Middle-earth?
It's half of all time!
Basically 90% of all of its lifetime. So why in the Catarakian clamber is it just now affecting the immortality of the elves? You're telling me that when the literal devil of Middle-earth was here, that the elves were just fine? But now that Sauron might come back, they can't handle the darkness. Their light is fading? The only times that we know of when elves have lost their immortality is when they have knowingly given it up for a mortal life. Examples are Elros, Luthien, and Arwen. Then these two stench-infested Cyclops come around and make up yet another completely retarded and fabricated conflict to create unneeded tension in your pathetic excuse for a narrative. It is so stupid you are making Patrick Star look like Einstein. What kind of place is this? Second, Mithril was not an ex machina. It served two purposes in Tolkien's writing: world building and theme. Tolkien invented many things in his writing. Mithril just let his readers dip into the vast world of Arda and see that it was full of wonder and mystery, alluding to a very deep well of lore. Mithril served as nothing more than a fantasy or around which some plot points held. It was also invented for a theme, in that the dwarves met their demise at the hands of the evil Balrog because they dug too greedily and too deep, serving as a message that greed can bring about the destruction of man and society. Now it can cure elves of mortality? What are they gonna do? Grind it up and feed it to themselves via snorting? Is it gonna become the next cocaine for Orc Scarface to fight over? It's completely absurd. You people are so talentless that it really is sad. We have now literally changed the origins of creation and mythology of Middle-earth because we are morons that have literally no expertise in anything Tolkien related. You know when Tom Shippey said that the showrunners were polluting the lore? Yeah, that guy was a freaking prophet. We are now 5 hours into this horse manure, and I can count on one finger the amount of things that have actually happened in Tolkien's Legendarium. Vaguely based on Tolkien's work, however offensive to you, should be written on the tombstone of the Rings of Prime.
Well, that could have gone smoother.
That'll be on my gravestone.
No statement could have been more precisely correct. Dirtbags. And let's get down to the ugly, okay? You all knew it was coming. The fight scene. Oh, heavens to Betsy, the fight scene. It is so bad. One of my favorite YouTubers, Vito, made a video about it entitled The Worst Scene in Rings of Power, and I cannot agree more. First of all, I have said this in the past, and I will say it until I am blue in the face. Morfydd Clark is not cut out for this role. She's literally 5 foot 3 inches tall, so far removed from the tall and slender Galadriel that Tolkien described. She also cannot weigh more than $110, soaking wet. She seriously would have been better cast as a dwarf. As a result, her taking on 5 Númenóreans, that's right, 5 Númenóreans at once. It was so unbelievable. Yeah, Black Widow was small too, but she had guns and lasers and insane agility. All that was brought to life because Scarlett Johansson actually trained and prepared herself physically for the role like crazy. Morfydd Clark is someone that I could literally bench press with one arm and has literally nothing going for her when it comes to physical prowess. The thing is, they could have still made it work. Despite having someone that is completely ill-suited for the role, they could have choreographed it to look realistic and believable. But they didn't. Obviously, if you want to hear somebody that knows swordplay much better than I do, go check out Shadiversity. I think that he has put on an episode on this fight. But I'm here to show you that this fight is ridiculous even from the average bloke's perspective. Let's look at it, shall we? First of all, I'm pretty sure that just dodging a sword is stupid.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
This idiot could have hit her several times when she was just casually turning her body away from this sword. Stupid. Look at it again. Oh, she dodged it, huh? How about, I don't know, slice her sideways? Her sword's on the other side. She couldn't possibly block it without taking damage. This would have been way better if Karen Ladriel here just parried his thrusts. Like, he's trying to hit her and she's just blocking everything. Rather than just, like, lazily dodging them. Also, why in the hell are they using real swords for practice? What if one of them landed an actually fatal blow? What if them missed they're all fighting at one point. What if one of them missed and hit the other person? Not only would it be absolutely hysterical, but then the whole show would end, which would be wonderful, by the way. You're telling me that she is so good that not a single one of these trainees will hit her. Even the most talented teachers would call bull on that.
Bullshit.
Only use real swords when you're actually trying to kill someone, or at least wear some protective armor, you morons. Sorry, Karen Ladriel, that dress ain't gonna cut it.
Really? You don't think I could use a little more coverage? Maybe in this area?
Also, why in the hell is she wearing a dress while training? She could at least put some freaking pants on. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Continuing. Oh, let's everybody laugh. Oh, because she's so cool. Yeah, wonderful.
Swordsmanship is about balance rather than strength.
Nobody cares.
Fight with your feet, not your arms.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the tip. And a bunch of her just pointlessly parrying. Ging, 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 ging. Going back to back for a split second, and then just elbowing him in the back. Yeah, that's super effective. Your tiny little dinky elbow just knocked me over. She literally just grabs the sword from him. How the heck did that even happen? Are these trainees really that bad that they don't even know how to hold a sword? Hold onto a sword when they swing at somebody? Oh, now she's got 2 swords. 2 is better than 1. This is like Rey. I'm all the Jedi. Right? No, I've got 2 weapons. She's so badass, right?
Not great.
It sucks.
I will also mention that she is a terrible instructor. Not only does she, like, never have a defensive position and just, like, leaving herself completely wide open, but she just says a few tips while simultaneously kicking everyone's butts. Oh yeah, good training, elf lady. I didn't know that.
You suck, you jackass.
Did she literally just knock a guy down by whacking some pots at him with her swords?
That's dumb. You're dumb.
That's so horrible. And just a bunch of mindless parrying, throwing people twice her size. Look at this guy. Just throws him like he's nothing. The people attacking her aren't even actually trying to hit her. You cannot tell me with this angle that girl was actually trying to hit her. Wonderful choreography, guys. This dude literally just swung an arc around her. Arc around her. He's not even trying. Are any of these people going to even try blocking? She basically, like, casually puts her sword to their throats, and they just can't be bothered to put their swords up.
Don't plant roots. Keep moving.
She literally says, keep moving while standing still. Wonderful. Yeah, great example, Karen Ladriel. Also, this is a terrible position to be in. There are literally 2 people behind her, 3 people behind her that could have just hit her now. They just stood there. Pointing your sword at this angle behind your head is also a stupid strategy, sweetheart. She's literally going like this, like pointing at them, and they could just slash her back open right now. It doesn't look cool. It looks stupid.
You are stupid.
She's literally blocking 3 swords here. How in the hell? Yep, she's strong enough to just throw all of them off of her, because she's that good. She literally just blocked 2 swords right there. I swear, these trainees are just lunging back when she throws them off of her. That girl literally lunges in the opposite direction. Did she just hit his stomach? He should be dead. It made a sword clash sound, but she was just hitting his leather coat. What the freak? And then the shot that made my soul cringe. Upwards hit, looking towards the sky to cut some pots. For Pete's sake, somebody hit her. Somebody just hit her right now, okay? She's so open right now.
Come on, shoot him! Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him!
That flip served no purpose. Like, what the freak? Also, she would have been screwed if they had done this fight in an open field. Half of her hits are just whacking pots at people. And the backwards reverse sword grip, of course. I swear, if Hollywood keeps having actors do this because it looks cool, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. Reverse grip is not useful, okay? You can actually have less movement in your wrist with a sword when you use it. There are dozens and dozens of videos of this on YouTube, okay? Telling people why it's so stupid. And yeah, it's in like every Hollywood movie that has sword fighting.
You are made of stupid.
Stop trying to make reverse grip a thing, okay? You guys are morons. Plus, her back is wide open. Just pivot and slice her, man.
Never trust brute force to best an orc. It's often easiest to outmaneuver them.
And it's over. Finally. It's horrible. The whole thing. Just cringe. You've seen it before. It's horrible. And guess what? She's taught these trainees like nothing. No fighting stances, no defensive positions, no techniques.
You've got nothing! Nothing!
Just stab, twist, cut. Plus, killing orcs is not special. Like, what can you do to an orc to kill it that you can't do to a human, okay? That's what I thought. Karen Ladrill is not a good teacher. She just likes kicking people's butts and then being the coolest one on the block and then just like saying random super cliche parts of dialogue. Oh, do this. Why not actually train them, Galadriel? Why not actually train them? Also, what purpose, pray tell, did this scene serve? Oh, to show us how badass of a character Galadriel is. Again.
For the 9 millionth time.
We know she's a badass, okay? That's all you ever show her doing. Can we please have them go to Middle-earth already? This is just wasting time. The writers want people to like Karen Ladrill so bad. And it is not catching on. Nobody likes you, girl, because you're a massive prick. And trying to trick us, the watchers, into thinking that we like her by showing the audience at the fight all clapping and being happy. Nope, didn't work. She's still a massive dick. Nobody likes her. I thought there was going to be something resembling a character arc, but no. She's as insufferable now as she was 4 episodes ago. Learn how to write, morons. The rest of the episode is literally just filler. This episode may literally be the most pointless one we've seen yet. They're just repeating things that they have already established in previous episodes to make sure that what they want us to know has been drilled into our brains. Not Gandalf has strange powers that can be kind of scary. Yeah, we know, morons. You've done that several times. Tell us who this gargantuan is already. Why do you keep fighting? I must, because of the fire that burns within me.
We know!
We know. You did the big sad and you're on a quest for vengeance that encompasses your entire character. We don't need to keep revisiting it. Oh no, there's no hope in the Southlands. People are divided and some want to go and serve Arad.
I know. I got it. I got the concept.
We know, you've already established that people have doubts and want to serve the bad Dark Lord guy. Only white people, by the way, not a diverse person in sight wanting to serve the Dark Lord, right? Halbrand doesn't want to be king because of his past mistakes. I know. We know. He's been complaining every single freaking episode about it. We understand he has discounted Jon Snow. I don't want it. But then he decides to go fight anyway. Wonderful.
Never would have seen that coming.
Hey, phrasing!
Nothing progresses at all the entire episode. It is so dumb. Why can't you guys just make something impactful happen? Oh, we blew up a boat. Oh, but it's okay. We got a couple boats already. We are in the exact same place that we were at the end of episode 4. Just get going, please.
Get moving!
And stop trying to make Tolkien purists love your show by shoving a bunch of Tolkien-esque songs. All it did was make me roll my eyes to the back of my head and wish that the plot would move forward even just an inch. Why are we showing a montage right now? We only have 3 episodes left and basically jack shit has happened. Get moving! Let's wrap it up with a rapid-fire stupidity round, shall we? Cringe dialogue. It means to make something dead. Cringe. Then speak louder. Cringe. Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
That's what she said.
What? That is an actual line of dialogue in this show. That line got past a whole slew of writers and directors, and nobody thought it was a bad idea. Kill me. Apparently, immortal elves are just idiots now. Durin tells them a lie, and even though Gil-galad is thousands of years old and an ethereal being, he doesn't see past this stupid lie. Durin is an asshole. The Harfoots want to take the wheels off of people struggling's carts so they can't follow. Harfoots, again, are psychopaths. psychopaths. I wish those clearance sale wargs will kill you guys. Elrond has to say this line 3 times just to stroke the ego of Dickwad Durin? How can we pad out the runtime of this show so that it's an hour long? Oh, I don't know. Make Elrond repeat the same line 3 freaking times? Give me a break. Oh, what are they gonna do with this tower? Oh, they're obviously gonna knock it down to kill everybody, and if you didn't see that, you're a moron. We've also gotten some really close-up shots of the armor in this show, and let me tell you, it looks like plastic. Literal plastic. $1 billion budget, guys, and we couldn't even hire a single blacksmith or armor smith to make some decent props. I think it's an analogy for the whole show, I guess. All of the money and all of the time in the world, none of the talent, and none of the brains. There's seriously so much that I didn't even get to. I seriously could have made this video 5 hours long if I really wanted to. It is that bad. How am I going to survive 3 more episodes is a mystery to me. Anyway, thank you for listening. Keep an eye out for episode 6 review. Hopefully it will be out soon. Last thoughts on episode 5, man, just pointlessness, man. This episode achieved nothing. It is almost impressive how much of it was just filler and talking. I am slowly losing my will to live. It is so hilarious. It is also hilarious how many people have seriously clocked out at this point. I know several YouTubers that are done reviewing this just after episode 5.
I can't take it anymore! I just want to die!
They just can't take it anymore. But I will soldier on for you, my beloved fans. Anyway, thank you again for watching it. If you're looking for something to watch instead of this, just go check out Napoleon Dynamite. It's super funny and hilarious and really stupid comedy. And it's infinitely better at entertaining you than this pish. Alright? Again, I have no hopes that this will get any better. They're just digging their own grave at this point. So, anyway, peace out, dogs. Don't die. It's bad for your health. Unless you really, really want to, like me.